An adolescent girl is kidnapped from her village in Iraq, and she will be sold or given away to ISIL fighters as a sex slave. In a detention center in Syria, a man is sexually assaulted to punish him for his political affiliations, real or imagined. In South Sudan, a woman must make the choice between feeding her family or being attacked by armed men when she tries to harvest crops. In Bosnia, a woman passes the place where she was raped every day during the war there 20 years ago. This is the reality for women, children, and men around the world facing the threats of sexual violence in conflict. The United Nations 2015 report on conflict-related sexual violence outlined the global nature of this crime with 19 countries of concern listed around the world. In Europe, Asia, Africa, South America, and the Middle East. It lists 45 groups credibly suspected of committing sexual violence in conflict, the vast majority of which are non-state actors such as militia groups and opposition forces. The report describes a number of alarming trends, including the rise of transnational violent extremist groups such as Boko Haram and ISIS that use sexual violence to terrorize populations and achieve their strategic objectives. The targeting of minority groups, including ethnic and religious minorities and members of the LGBT community, as a means of social control and retribution. The targeting of women and girls as they go about daily livelihood activities such as farming, collecting water, or gathering firewood. This report also shows that we have made great strides in the face of these atrocities and that there is a growing global momentum to end the scourge. But the facts contained in the document make it clear that if we yield for even a moment in the face of new and emerging threats, all of our hard work can be undone. The tide is turning, but we must press ahead against an unrelenting opponent if we hope to continue gaining ground in the fight against wartime rape. I hope that this year's annual report is a call to action for governments working to address this crime, but also journalists, activists, religious and community leaders, and others who shine a light on these offenses, fight for justice for survivors, and work to help communities rebuild and reconcile after war is over. And I hope that you will stand with us in saying enough is enough and join us as we work to end what has been called history's oldest and least condemned crime.